like 5 times. This is the first player I got. Don't really want him, so that's 7 years. That was my first time. I'm just trying to see if I can get luck. That's a no. Oh, but it is set. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm going to add you to a set. Add set. That's my second one. Yes, my third one. Almost a 70 overall player. A 70 to 74 overall player.
Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold,
I'll do. I'll do this one, then one more. Oh, best player pulled.
I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on.
And that's it.
I will not crash, honey yard, dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up because they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing.
Alright, I take them back. I got 2,000 more points. I'll open 2 more packs.
I got all the intangibles. Need to leave some of know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors.
Alright, that's one.
We emerge victorious here.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not.
Ooh, power up. No, I don't want that. He's not eligible. How much can I upgrade this dude? Because if I can't upgrade him that much, I'm not gonna.
I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard.
There's only one more overall than my quarterback that I already have, which is the 95 overall Joe Montana.
I can cover the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time
Yeah, I'm bored. I'll just do one.
I'm the lion in the jungle.
This is the last one.
Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, move, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic.
$78. Manual Booga. Ooga Booga. Set. And then, let me look at things real quick.
Yeah.
Most feared.
One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle.
Really? A 77? I wasn't expecting to literally just get a 77. Pull out just 77 players. Dang, that's tough. Dang, well, that's tough. I just get players. He's 77.
What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When I'm in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it?
See, I'll just go through buying all this if I was like RBT, MMG, or anyone else that plays Madden a lot and has lots of money. But sadly, I am not that type of person, and I have no money, so I can't do that. Out of position. I really want an out of position player. Well, the thing is, I need a 91. 92 player, and then the only 2 players I have. Oh, 58,000 gold. God dang it. And I really want that. There's no way in heck I'm gonna take flipping James Winston. Oh, they got Mika Fitzpatrick. I don't want to do Team of the Year challenges, but that's the only thing else I can do.
Got me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash.
Wait. Oh, I need 97? Oh, heck no. I would never do that. I get it, he's a 99 overall, but I wouldn't just give away a 97 overall Tyreek and Richard Sherman. And just give him to him. No. More players. No. That's not how this works. You do not just take my money from me. I have very little of it.
I remember when they always ignoring us. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone.
I don't have anymore.
Celebrate, I'm cocky, I do my dance. Jump in the stands, no man up, man. I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin their plans. I do what I want.
Really, I'm not giving them the 96 overall for a 96. Random 83 overall. This thing is recent.
They slip on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy.
83 through 84, anyone I don't use or need it.
Like a turkey, I run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. You call us up making a name. I put on the jets, the coast regretted
Don't really need Barry Sanders.
Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle.
The only 86 overall player. Wait a minute, that's bullcrap. Never mind. You can stay there. I really don't need you. So no, I can use you for some other set. Get out of there.
Got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, dash, honey, dash, honey,
Dean Upshaw, your Brooks, random.
up and up is
don't
magic.
want to do it,
With the
buddy.
gang, we
It's the
ball
only
out,
thing
it
else I
can get
can do.
tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going
Wait, what's wrong?
back to you say that you proud of me.
Oh, I need a quarterback.
Now I hit the scene, they like
I mean,
lights,
running
camera, action.
Oh god, I forgot I had Marcus out.
My music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle.
Apparently it
You can
shows
see
Barry
it in my
Sanders
eyes,
better.
all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going
So
back
what's
to
the highest I can upgrade
you
this
say
dude
that
to?
you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space.
Except,
Fighting that case.
wait, what do I need?
Going back to those
Let's go
days,
more
I'ma
Slayer
treat you
Power
how you
of
treat me.
Legends.
Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 to show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems. Let me.
And now Lewis Taylor is a starter again.
With the gang, we ball out, it can get
How
tragic.
high
All we
can I
got,
upgrade
we
Lewis
gon'
Taylor
let
to?
you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Upgrade item, Lawrence Taylor. Legend. Exit lineup screen. Thank you, Team of the Year, for taking me on my lineup. Because I just now remembered I had 4,000 training.
Smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end
I
zone.
know.
Watch me
Nothing.
celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas.
They said
I will
again,
not
that's the
crash.
highest I ever
100 yard
made.
dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed to
Power
emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the
Lawrence Taylor.
gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me.
Oh, they got
Tenfold,
Michael Strahan.
End zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me.
said
I ruin
legend
they
power.
plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, move, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it.
Let me go to my team and see if I got anyone else on my
habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is off my feet, I'm like I ain't eating with. Oh yeah, oh my.
Powering this dude up. Oh, I ain't got no. This dude got lucky. I got this dude up to an 88
with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Shave my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I copy. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
I wish if you won yet.
They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Real shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a piece, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do with you what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious.
I got a 94 offensive tackle.
I remember when they always ignoring us. Got it on.
I could take him, and then I would put the left tackle at right tackle.
Stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I copy. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Odell with the hands. Thought he could guard me. Ruin they plans. I do what I want.
That's a real Owens.
Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard dash.
Running back round? Okay.
Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard.
I need
I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This shit, we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic.
We need a strong secondary.
Dominating every facet. Keep the pocket like plastic. Take on the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash.
I hate how I say that and then I end up getting a better player at that position. Right tackle. Dante Hall, Bo Jackson. I mean,
up is magic. With the game, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back distracted. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me?
gotta get that good offensive line. You never know what.
Mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to burns. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my Roski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up and look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems. Let me. When I'm in magic with the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I already have it right in the option. And I already have preset how much better build Chandler Jones. Is it true? Is it true? Oh, I don't have a center. Oh, a 95 overall Walter Payton. Let's go.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, Odell with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash.
No, we're going down.
can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. High boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Keep the competition up like a animal. On the game like I wrote in the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dies, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, this is me and my warrior. Guaranteed to be emerging victorious. He is blessed, sweat, tears, glorious. I remember when they always throwing the dash. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands.
CJ Mosley.
Man, Odell with the hands. Thought he could guard me.
I'm not gonna go with that running back because I already know there's gonna be a running back round already coming up later.
Smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Oh wait. Oh wait, no. Oh wow.
I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey. Or run
There's gonna be
like a train.
another running back
taking no
round later.
losses.
Watch.
It's all about making the game.
I'm
I
making
hear
the
a lot
right
of trash talk. He call himself making a name.
Peyton
I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. Keep trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off cool, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic.
Deion Jones ready. 80.
Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
That's a big oof. Oh wait, we'll just put George Kittle at we could just put him at right tackle. One of them at least.
Yeah.
93 defensive tackle. First. Oh wait, no, never mind. I already have Justin Houston. I ain't got no running back. Oh, you already know.
With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got,
sorry,
we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now,
can I get a running back?
Savage. Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make
Alright, I think I did something stupid, y'all.
reality, not going back to You say
wait
that you
and find
proud of
out.
me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream,
Really?
now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the
I don't
bar,
wanna go
car,
off
tried to
on
catch me
Larry
lacking.
Fitzgerald.
Bank
Yeah,
account
I'll
for
go
my
Larry
son, he
Fitzgerald.
won't have to struggle.
running back?
You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle.
I do not have a
They tried
running
to
back.
knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah,
Calvin
oh
Johnson.
my, we
Out of
ride
position.
for my brothers, no lie.
Yeah,
All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Now baby, magic. With the gang, we
How does
ball
my
out, it can
defense
get
keep on ending
tragic.
up better than
All we
my
got, we
offense?
gon'
That's
let you have
I didn't
it.
have a
Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do
Got a
if you
better
were me and
record.
didn't have
The
it?
Browns
Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my
Dante
back, you
Hightower.
laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use a, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and
That's
Craig.
not. I want the King Griffin because of how like good he is and how he has an issue, but at the same time, I'm sorry because I want to do the draft to the highest players.
Yeah, drown out my problems, let me
What's a lineman?
With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.
Schwartz, you already know.
We
Yeah,
gon' let you have it.
Man.
Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would
I already
you
have a
do
strong
if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him
91
for him, I'ma
overall,
make it
Marlon Humphrey.
happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back.
Robbie.
You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Take the 89 tight end, go with the, put him at fullback, get a running back in a minute, hopefully. I guess I'm gonna go with Dak Prescott. I really don't like Ryan Tannehill. Just not that good anymore.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I copy. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man,
This is the round I was looking for. We got Alvin Kamara.
I ruin they plans. I do what I want. I do what they can. Got it on smash.
Shit, right guard, whatever. Ooh, Derwin James. Ooh, I already have Steve. Ooh, I don't care.
They can't get you 'cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damages. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, I deal with the hands. Thought they could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring in the... There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can cover the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash.
2 sacks.
100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Go to player lineup. Who am I missing? At what position?
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Now been it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, this challenge starts off in the fourth quarter, but there's still a lot of time left on the clock. You're trailing. Your opponent has the ball in their own territory. 3rd and long. And now the offense will look to convert on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, we know one bench is jumping up and down in excitement right now after that punt return for a touchdown. Whether they go for a PAT or go for two, probably depends on the team's philosophy, doesn't it?
Either way, made it a one-score game. So little work to do, though, here in the fourth. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Breeze. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
You ready?
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Sheds another. And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the fourth on the punt fumble. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Let's go!
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Sliding out of the pocket, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A 9-yard touchdown run. And now they have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and that will make this a 4-point game. A 10-play drive that time, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. And it's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a play fake. Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We jump into this challenge with a lot of time still remaining in the second quarter. You're trailing by 4. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. As we get set here, 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on first down. It's complete. Abdullah. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw is Cousins. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
On the double.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. A strong opening drive to this point. 1st and 10 at the 33. Now a give right side. Peyton, and he's got room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Walter Payton, 67 yards as they have taken the lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Forget the measurables. His temperament, which is so even-keeled, often masks a burning desire to win and perform. This guy takes it seriously when he lines up to play, and usually he puts on a nice performance.
On second down now, it's Cook, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bruce Smith able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready? 55. Come. Stop.
Mike, 50.
Go.
55, Mike.
Clear.
Let him know. Mike 55, Mike 55.
You must be dreaming. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Cousins the thrower. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and that will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurt.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Austin Hooper, 53 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. When they drew that, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Still fighting. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd and 9 now. But escapes the sack. Flushed out right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's Ray Guy now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. All right, not the result that you were hoping. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Cousins on first down. He's got Smith here. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back to the ground, Cook. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve.
Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And some strong running. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And logo. You. Good work, boys. Let's go. Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And finding the tight end, Hooper. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you tip it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 10 yards out, as his guys have now moved out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Nicely.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball. Think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like?
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Thanks, Coach. We start this challenge in the third quarter, and there's still quite a bit of time left. You're leading by 10 points. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston and Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Winston gives to Barber. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
It's hauled in by Ellington. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run on 1st down. Barber. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Barber. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Winston leaves it with Barber on the draw. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Jameis to throw it. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. call it no gain on the dump-off, and it's third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on third down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Peyton able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. And that will be in. Complete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. That'll be caught by Rice. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jerry Rice, 29 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On play action, Winston. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, The Coach. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Thanks, Coach. We start this challenge in the 3rd quarter, and there's still quite a bit of time left. You're up by 10 points. Your opponent has the ball on their side of the field. 2nd and long. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
280. Two times.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Steve.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Carson, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. Peyton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. They go play action here on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now he's flushed out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Ray Guy now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to look deep for Moore. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Congratulations on yet another victory. And you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return.
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to.
Welcome everybody, I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We jump into this challenge with a lot of time still remaining in the 2nd quarter. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Flacco, and that's complete to the tight end Hireman.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsay. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that, puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Looking to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On first down, Peyton. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Sua Craven's up to make the stop. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. They'll drop this off to Peyton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. On second down, Peyton, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Got a man, it's complete, Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Buffalo. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Flacco.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like it. And a loose football.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits. So we have reached halftime with it.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We jump into this challenge with a lot of time still remaining in the second quarter. You're ahead 7 points. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the run, it's Crowell.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle but couldn't spring himself free. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that would tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And an alley to run. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because...
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is caught.
We got this.
It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
54 Check.
On play action, it's Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey, the good news, losses don't count against you, so give it another shot.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to you say that.
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We jump into this challenge with a lot of time still remaining in the second quarter. You lead by a touchdown. Your opponent has the ball in their own territory. 2nd and long. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Crowell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They keep it with Crowell on first. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it from the gun with Crowell. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. And finding the tight end, Wilson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That is something you almost never see. A punt return better than 100 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Jets will extend their lead. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Tony Gonzalez taking it in. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
They called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Gonzalez. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. That is caught by Rice. He's got a Jets touchdown. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream. Bank account for my son, he won't do his hustle. They tried to knock me off my weeks working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Oh, chat, let's flip and go. I thought I was about to get some trashy.
Position up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP that.
I don't chat. I'm about to get off anyway, so I'm just sending my. Chat.
No
It
man,
was nice.
man.
It was nice doing challenges.
I ruin
I'll see y'all
plans. I do what I